So for the next week, I would suggest, I'm assuming you work during the day, so you probably don't have a lot of time. So I would say do one time section a day and review it. And then stop on Thursday wait, you're taking the test on a Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you could take the test on Saturday with us. We're taking a test, right? So some people don't like taking a test 2 days before the official test because they're worried that they're going to get like a lower score and then that's going to make them all negative about the test day. As long as you don't do anything on Sunday, I think it's fine to take one. And also realize that scores go up and down. So it could go up, and that doesn't mean now you're going to do awesome on the official day. And scores go down, actually chances are you're going to do better on test day, right? So I wouldn't think too much about it. Just learn from it, as always. Why did I get it wrong? Why did I get them wrong? Were you stressed out going too fast? Were you going too slow? Things like that. So I would probably do one time section a day, and then if you do anything on Saturday, including the test, that's it. It's over. And just learn from your mistakes from the Saturday test on Saturday, and then take those into the test on Monday. If you don't want to do a test on Saturday, no worries. You can save that test because you might end up taking the test again in July. The test registration deadline for July is June 4th, the day after the June test. My recommendation is probably just plan on taking it again because it really can't hurt you. Even if you do awesome in June, you know, you can cancel your score when you see it, before you see, or after you see it with the July test. So, yeah. Does that answer your question, Chris? If you want to focus particularly more on games or reading comp or something like that, then I might consider doing more game sections because that's really where you're going to benefit from. Yes?
So we're taking June and also, like Marty signed up for July anyway.
Yeah.
We can keep coming on Saturdays.
You can keep coming on Saturdays. You just got to coordinate with Matt and get on that RSVP. Yeah. Cool.
For July, the people who get the paper test also get to see their score, right?
They do. They will be treated the same. But you will not get your score until August 28th. 6
How much
weeks.
longer is that
Wait,
than normal
what do you
period?
mean?
Like
Normal period is 3 weeks. That's the 6.
It's 6 weeks. Wow.
Yeah.
Is there any possibility that they release it earlier? And this is just the latest?
There is a
date?
possibility, but
It's unlikely.
it's unlikely because they said they got to do a bunch of testing to compare the reliability and feasibility of the differences between the paper and the digital test.
Delightful.
I think I don't know, who knows what the real reason is.
There's no possibility that like they would delay, like if they have issues with the digital rollout in July, is there a possibility they really can't. They can't like delay the September test or do anything with that.
Well, I don't think they're going to have big problems because, and any problems that they do run into, I think they'll resolve before September. Because so I took both digital trials, right? And I don't remember the exact numbers, but I think on the second one I saw in the bottom of the screen it said version 245.27. I was like, okay, I don't know how many versions you've gone through, but it works seamlessly then, right? And so that was 6 months ago, which means by now I think whatever kinks that are left, they've been worked out, and so I just can't imagine it not being successful in September.
And in September they intend to give results before the 3-week window because they'll have worked out the speed by then. Is it kind of like
I don't think they're making that promise, actually.
They haven't said. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're going to stick to their 3-week thing.
Okay.
Which is crazy.
But in September it should be 3 weeks.
Yes, yeah, it should be. Yeah. The one thing that is tough is if you take the July LSAT, because you don't get your score until August 28th, but the September test registration is like August 1st or something like that, deadline, right?
Yeah.
So you have to basically decide to take September before you know what your results are from July.
I thought you see it on the day of the test.
Your results?
Yeah.
No.
It's kind of like this year.
That's like every other test in the world, but not the LSAT.
Okay.
Because they curve it, right?
Well, it's already been curved, actually. The curve is set based on your performance on the experimental section. So, for example, when you take a practice test, we don't have the actual experiment, but when you go take a test officially, right, you're going to have one section that's experimental. They're going to use the results from that to set it's not really called a curve, it's called a scale. I don't know the difference, but it's going to set the scale before people even take the test. Yes.
I thought the reward for taking the digital version was that you can see your score before you decide to cancel it.
You can see your score before you decide to cancel.
You just have to wait 6 weeks.
You have to wait 6
Oh,
weeks
and
to
then
get your
you
score.
can
Then you have
cancel
one more
it.
week to decide
I
whether
see,
to cancel it.
okay.
Yeah. And by that time, the September test is just around the corner.
What would your recommendation be for if a hypothetical plan is to take July and then to take September if necessary in terms of keeping?
Well, it sucks too because the price has just gone up to $200. But I would probably just sign up for September.
No, yeah, but in terms of like studying.
Oh,
since-
studying?
Yes,
Yeah.
unfortunately it's gonna be hard to like know for sure.
I would take it easy at first, but then slowly work your way back into it. And one easy way to do that is just do like either the Demon or time 35-minute sections. And don't burn out, because the LSAT's kind of like learning a language. Once you learn it, you don't have to do as much to maintain it, and so you could do a little bit and keep your score up and still actually make progress too if
Right.
you review it and stuff like that, and then slowly just do more as you get closer to the end.
We don't ever get locked out of the online tool, do we? Like if we decide to take the September test, we'll
Locked
still
out
be
is
able
so.
to we'll still be able to access all the videos.
Yeah, so so for the Demon,
Right,
that
through
will end
July.
through July. That will go through July, but then everything else will stay on for 6 months. And if you have any problems, just let me know. Yeah,
6 months from.
from the end of class.
Oh, got it.
So from the end of July,
Got it.
from July. So it's, I don't know what that would be. July 15th to 6 months after that. Yeah. Cool. So December, I guess. Finally figured it out. January. It's not very, like if you need more time, dude,
Sure.
just let me know. We'll just keep with that. Cool. Any other questions? Good luck. You guys can keep coming on Saturday. And keep coming on Thursday until July.